Claressa would be able to fight me as if I was to be a professional fighter. If I go and train the same amount of time that she trained, and then I would get in the paint and the out whoever. It doesn't matter.
Ladies and gentlemen, grab your phones, secure your wigs, and mute those notifications, because the internet just exploded. And no, we're not talking about a basic celebrity breakup or another baby mama reveal. We're talking about an Instagram live war so intense, even Meta's servers started glitching. Claressa Shields versus Tesehki. One is a world champion boxer with gold medals and knockout power. The other? A reality TV firecracker with a phone, lashes longer than her patience, and a smirk that could ruin marriages. But when Claressa tuned into Tesehki's IG Live, she didn't expect to hear, "He's mine now," coming straight from the woman who's been orbiting her man like a drama-hungry planet. And y'all, it only got wilder from there. Screams, screenshots, red hearts, police sirens in the background, and a comment section that turned into the Thunderdome. This wasn't just a live. This was a verbal beatdown, a digital slap, and possibly the beginning of the first ever influencer-fueled celebrity MMA match. So, what pushed Claressa to snap? Why is Papoose trending again? And did someone say Tesehki's lawyer is already prepping a restraining order? Oh honey, let's break this mess all the way down. So, let's rewind the chaos for a second and figure out how two women from completely different universes collided in the middle of an Instagram live showdown that had the internet screaming, not the comment section being on fire. It all started like any other slow Tuesday afternoon. Claressa Shields had just wrapped up a press event for her upcoming fight and was allegedly enjoying a peaceful post-workout protein shake. That is, until her phone started blowing up. Ding, ding, ding. Hundreds of DMs, mentions, screenshots, even a message from her publicist that just said, "Go to Tesehki's live now." And baby, that's when the gloves metaphorically came off. Now, for those of you living under a Wi-Fi deprived rock, let's break down the key players. Claressa Shields, a literal Olympic gold medalist, undefeated boxing champ, and the walking embodiment of try me and see what happens. Known for her confidence, dominance in the ring, and her sharp tongue on social media. You don't step to Claressa unless you've got a good dental plan. Tesehki, Korean rock's sister, internet personality, and rising reality TV tornado. She's loud, unfiltered, and, let's just say, emotionally athletic. She might not throw punches like Claressa, but she knows how to throw shade, stir the pot, and light the match without ever lifting a finger. And the common thread between them? Papoose. Yes, that Papoose. The lyrical kingpin and former ride-or-die husband of Remy Ma who, let's be honest, somehow ended up being the hottest commodity in hip-hop after 40. Apparently, Claressa and Papoose had been quietly vibing for a few months. The boxing world knew. The hip-hop world suspected. But no one had real receipts until now. Because Tesehki went live. Full lashes. Full face. Hair laid like she had a BET Awards red carpet waiting. And she wasn't just showing off her look. No, she was airing someone out. And right when Claressa tuned in, boom. That now infamous line. "He's mine now." The audacity. The camera angle. The timing. All of it screamed premeditated pettiness. And don't worry, Instagram users did not miss a beat. The hearts were flying. Comments like "She Wilden" and "Not Claressa's man" filled the screen. Claressa? Oh. She went from cool athlete mode to Detroit don't play with me energy in 0.2 seconds. She joined the live, hair still wet from the gym, hoodie on, and a stare that could break a camera lens. "Say it again," she snapped. "Tesehki?" She smiled, smirked, sipped from a wine glass, and said, "Why don't you ask him who he was with last night, boo?" At that point, IG Live turned into World War Wi-Fi. Claressa didn't hold back. She called Tesehki a clout-chasing community center side chick, accused her of posting up in the VIP with a borrowed Birkin, and warned her live on cam, "You're playing with the wrong one." And this wasn't just trash talk. Because as the live went on, users started noticing something off. Was that police sirens in the background of Claressa's side? Yes, it was. According to an anonymous neighbor who allegedly submitted ring footage to Shade Room Uncut, Claressa had already pulled up to the exact location tagged in Teseki's live stream. Commenters started piecing it together like true internet detectives. Wait, ain't that Teseki's crib? Claressa just put her hoodie up, loudly crying face it's about to go down. Somebody call Remy Ma, this is getting ugly. Meanwhile, Tesehki stayed cool. Too cool. Suspiciously cool. She's not about that life. She's a boxer, not a street fighter, she told the 12,000 plus live viewers. But the way she subtly locked her front door mid-sentence had viewers screaming. Back at Claressa's end, the phone was bouncing like she was on the move. You could hear her heavy breathing, her sliding into a car, and even her friend in the background going, "Girl, don't do this on live." But it was too late. Claressa was already en route. Now let's pause here. You might be thinking, ain't no way Claressa really pulled up because of an Instagram comment. But sweetie, this ain't chess. It's TikTok-era warfare. One viral moment can ruin your reputation, kill your endorsements, or make you a meme for life. And Claressa Shields does not do memes. What followed was a real-time explosion. The chat started glitching. Instagram allegedly began auto-limiting viewers. Some say the live got reported 500 plus times in less than 5 minutes. But before the screen froze, viewers swear they saw the door open behind Tesehki, and Claressa's shadow entered the frame. The video cut out, the feed ended, and the silence that followed, louder than any punch Claressa ever threw. Viewers were left shook. Tweets were flying. Did Claressa just pull up? Flushed face, flushed face, flushed face. That was a SWAT level live. I need therapy. I ain't slept since that IG ended. But wait, this was just the beginning. Because what happened next? Oh, that's where the real tea spilled. And baby, it's boiling. As soon as the live stream cut to black, the internet did what it does best. It speculated, exaggerated, and lost its entire mind. Within 10 minutes of that IG live ending, Claressa, Tesehki, and You Ain't Wifey were all trending. Twitter was in full investigation mode. TikTokers were already reenacting the moment with wigs, hoodies, and background sirens. And YouTube gossip channels started uploading breakdown, what really happened after Tesehki's live, videos with titles in all caps. But here's the kicker. Nobody really knew what happened. Because unlike most celebrity confrontations that go down in luxury hotel lobbies or backstage at music festivals, this one went dark. Literally. No official footage. No IG replays. Not even a screen recording that made it to World Star. Until the leak. 43 minutes after the live ended, a private Snapchat video surfaced, allegedly from a neighbor across the street. The camera quality was garbage. The angle was tilted. But what it showed had everyone's jaws on the floor. The clip showed Claressa outside Tesehki's building. She wasn't yelling. She wasn't posturing. She was pacing. Focused. Calm. Like she was mentally calculating exactly how many seconds it would take to shut everything down. Two of her friends stood nearby, one holding a phone, the other whispering what looked like, "Just let it go." Then the front door opened. Tesehki appeared in the doorway. Not scared, not shaken. She stepped out with her phone still in hand and, according to the footage, told Claressa, "If you think your wife material, why he's still in my DMs?" And that was it. The moment everything snapped. What happened next was fast, chaotic, and brutal. Claressa lunged forward, not with a punch, but a grab. She reached for Tesehki's phone, and in the struggle, both women tumbled back into the doorway. Screams erupted from inside. One of the cameras shook violently. The clip cut off after 6 seconds. But that was enough. 6 seconds of hair pulling. Screaming. Claressa's hoodie slipping off. Tesehki's lashes fluttering like they were about to file charges themselves. A door slamming. And somewhere in the background, a dog barking like it wanted no part of this. The video was immediately pulled from Snapchat. But by then, it had already made it to Reddit, Twitter, and every group chat in the country. It was officially out. And the damage? Uncontainable. Public reactions were split. Some called Claressa a queen defending her crown. Others said she had thrown away her entire brand for a low-tier influencer. Sports analysts began predicting if this incident would lead to a suspension from the Boxing Commission. Meanwhile, brands that had just signed Claressa for endorsements quietly started removing her from their Instagram pages. A rep from Gator Boost, a fictional sports drink that had been sponsoring Claressa's summer promo campaign, released a vague statement. "We are currently evaluating our partnerships in light of recent events. We do not condone violence in any form, unless it's in the ring." Translation? They were pulling the plug. But the drama didn't stop with brand backlash. Because Tesehki, ever the content queen, went live again. Yes. Less than 2 hours after being dragged on camera, she was back online. Sitting in a chair with sunglasses on, her voice hoarse but steady, sipping what she claimed was chamomile tea out of a mug labeled Boss Babe. And this time, she came with receipts. Tesehki pulled out her iPad, opened her camera roll, and started flipping through screenshots like she was auditioning for a Netflix documentary. DMs, missed calls. Voice notes allegedly from Papoose. One message, dated a week before the incident, read, "Don't let what they say online get to you. You know where my heart is." Tesehki looked dead into the camera and said, "If Claressa's the champ, why does her man keep checking in on the runner-up?" The chat exploded. People demanded Papoose speak up. The man at the center of the entire fiasco, the supposed love interest, the peacemaker, the lyrical genius who once held down Remy Ma for years, was now ducking internet heat like it was a Mayweather jab. And when he finally did post, it was a single black square with white text that read, "Y'all don't know the full story. Stay out of grown folks' business." That did not go over well, because the public doesn't do well with silence, especially when chaos is trending. Papooses' post was reposted with captions like, "So you were involved," and "He guilty," just from that font. Meanwhile, Remy Ma, who had nothing to do with the situation, started trending too. Fans flooded her comment section with things like, "You dodged a bullet, queen," and "He fumbled you for TikTok beef?" But the story was far from over. That same night, an anonymous source contacted an underground gossip blog known for leaking celebrity court filings. According to the source, who claimed to be in the building during the altercation, someone had already called the police. And not just any police. Allegedly, an off-duty officer witnessed part of the scuffle and reported Claressa for assault with potential for bodily harm. A charge that, if pursued, could put her career in real legal jeopardy. The blog posted the anonymous tip with a blurred-out photo showing what looked like Claressa talking to officers near a squad car. The headline? Exclusive. Claressa Shields questioned by police after IG brawl. Boxing license at risk? The backlash picked up speed. Within hours, talk shows were dissecting the fallout. Sports podcasts debated whether Claressa's fighting spirit crossed the line. Social media users started canceling everyone in sight. And just when it seemed like things couldn't spiral any further, Claressa broke her silence. She posted a 45-second video. No glam. No sponsors. Just her in a dim room with a calm but defiant tone. "I didn't go looking for drama. I was defending myself, my name, and what's mine. I'm a fighter, in and out the ring. But don't get it twisted. I know where the line is. And next time someone thinks I won't cross it, think again." That video hit 1 million views in under an hour. But it also opened the door to new questions. Who leaked the Snapchat clip? Was Claressa officially being investigated? And most importantly, what happened to Tesehki after the live ended? Because rumors were now swirling that Tesehki had filed a temporary restraining order, lawyered up, and was in talks for a sit-down interview with a major network. And folks, this is where it gets even messier. By sunrise the next day, both Claressa Shields and Tesehki had gone completely radio silent. No more lives. No IG stories. No cryptic captions. Just silence. Eerie, calculated silence. The kind that comes only when lawyers are involved. And, trust me, they were. Reports began surfacing that Tesehki had officially filed a restraining order against Claressa in the early hours of the morning. The documents allegedly described the incident as unprovoked assault in a residential area and named Claressa as a repeating digital aggressor. Yes, that was the phrase used. Digital aggressor. Only in 2025. But here's where it really went left. According to a leaked email obtained by an anonymous tipster, because of course there's always a leak, Tesehki was in talks with Zeus Network for an exclusive 3-part mini docuseries titled The Real WIFEY, Surviving the Shield Scandal. That's right. She was flipping the whole mess into content. A camera crew was already spotted outside her building. And sources claim the first episode would include a never-before-heard voicemail from Papoose himself. Meanwhile, Claressa's team wasn't sitting back quietly either. Her publicist issued a statement through a legal rep saying, Miss Shields was provoked, defamed, and baited into an environment designed to incite a reaction. We are pursuing all legal options for defamation and emotional damages caused by a coordinated smear campaign. Translation? They were suing too. But hold up, this isn't just two women throwing shade. Because here's where the real scandal dropped. Another leak hit the internet. This time, it wasn't from a neighbor, a friend, or a blogger. It was from a burner Instagram account. The account posted a 30-second surveillance clip from inside the building, showing the confrontation from a completely different angle. This time, it was clear. Tesehki threw the first move. The footage revealed that after Claressa reached for the phone, Tesehki slapped her hand away and shoved her, and only then did the scuffle begin. The video was time-stamped. Clean. Undeniable. And it flipped the narrative instantly. Commenters went wild. So, she lied on that restraining order? Claressa was set up. Somebody's lawsuit about to backfire. By the end of the day, hashtags had switched from hashtag Protect Tesehki to hashtag Justice for Claressa. Tesehki's docuseries deal? Reportedly put on pause due to conflicting footage. And Claressa? She was now being hailed as the real victim in what fans were calling the most calculated clout trap of the decade. But it didn't stop there, because suddenly Papoose reappeared. And not with a Notes app apology or a cryptic one-liner. He dropped a freestyle. Yes. A full studio-recorded diss track posted to SoundCloud titled Ringside Lies. In it he rapped, "Never played both sides, they just played the cam. Love got twisted when the DMs slammed. One wanted clout, the other threw hands. Now I'm in the middle with no wedding band." The internet went ballistic. TikTok was flooded with reactions. Music blogs broke it down bar for bar. Twitter crowned it the petty anthem of 2025. And YouTube was drowning in breakdown videos. Papoose finally breaks silence in shock rap confession. Then, just when you thought this could not possibly spiral any further, Remy Ma stepped in. That's right, the OG wife, the queen of loyalty, the original ride or die, posted a throwback pic with Papoose from 2011, captioned simply, "You never lose when you know the truth." And the crowd went nuts. Fans started speculating that maybe Papoose and Remy never fully separated. That maybe the Claressa Tesehki drama was just a massive distraction. Some conspiracy threads even accused Zeus Network of orchestrating the whole thing for publicity. One Reddit theory read, Papoose was never really dating Claressa. This was an influencer PR stunt that went off script. Remy knew the whole time. Look at the dates. Look at the captions. Connect the dots. Another user chimed in. Notice how the fight happened right before Remy Ma's new album drops? This was marketing genius masked as drama. At this point, no one knew what to believe. Claressa filed her own lawsuit, not just against Tesehki, but against any media platform that published false narratives based on incomplete footage. Her team demanded takedowns, retractions, and even hinted at civil action against some gossip influencers. Tesehki, on the other hand, went quiet. Her Instagram was wiped clean. The Zeus deal vanished. Even her TikTok, usually buzzing with drama and dances, was set to private. Some said she'd gone into digital hiding. Others said she was regrouping for a comeback. But perhaps the most chilling part? A final leaked clip. An audio recording, uploaded anonymously to an obscure blog, allegedly captured Tesehki laughing about the incident before the live began. In it, a voice that sounded exactly like her could be heard saying, Watch how fast this goes viral. She thinks I'm playing. She's gonna snap, and when she does, I'll have the footage ready. If true, it meant the entire thing had been a setup, a trap, a live-baited scandal designed to provoke Claressa into self-destruction. And if that wasn't enough to raise eyebrows, guess who else was tagged in the original Ev's location? Blueface. Yes, that Blueface. Teseki's sister's ex and a professional chaos agent. He later denied involvement, but fans started speculating a crossover drama was brewing, that maybe this was the beginning of a whole new influencer-fueled war for clout supremacy. And where was Papoose during all this? Silent. No more freestyles. No more cryptic posts. Just silence. Some say he fled to Atlanta. Others say he and Remy were spotted on a secret vacation in Turks and Caicos. And a few believe he's just sitting back and watching the empire burn, with popcorn in hand. What's clear is this: no one walked away clean. Claressa's image took a hit, even if the narrative shifted. Teseki's credibility got dragged worse than her weave. Papooses' Real One reputation is now forever tied to social media messiness. And Remy Ma? She might have just won the long game, without lifting a finger. Because in a world where live streams replace press releases and Instagram comments become court exhibits, there's only one rule that still matters. Don't go live if you can't handle the smoke. And honey, this fire's still burning. And there you have it, from Instagram Live to legal firestorms, from He's Mine Now to You Ain't Wifey. We just witnessed one of the wildest digital takedowns in internet history. Who needs cable when real life is messier than scripted TV? But we gotta ask, was Claressa really out of line? Or was she baited like a viral trap waiting to happen? Did Tesehki just sabotage her own rising fame by trying to play puppet master? And most importantly, what the hell is Papoose doing that has every woman with Wi-Fi fighting over him like he's the last PS5 on Earth? Drop your thoughts below, because you already know the comment section is where the real war happens. If you want more receipts, more chaos, and more drama that makes your favorite reality shows look like Disney Channel, hit that subscribe button, tap the like if your jaw hit the floor at least once, and ring the bell so you never miss when the tea hits boiling point. This is Gossip Spill Vibe, where the truth might be twisted, but the drama is always served hot. Stay messy, stay watching, and we'll see you in the next expose.